Hey YouTube. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a, let's try to zoom in, get all that other stuff out of the way. I'm going to show you how to make an air filter, a cheap air filter, that should only cost you a few bucks. It's not a HEPA filter, it's not the ultimate filter, but it's a cheap way to filter some air in your place and maybe clean the air up a little bit. So I've got a 20-inch box fan over here that you can buy. Probably everybody has these. If you don't have it, then you might not want to do this project. But if you've got a 20-inch box fan or just a small fan at home, you're halfway there. Okay, so what you need after that is go down to the store. I went down to Home Depot, bought the cheapest filter they have there, which it's not the greatest, but it's going to serve its purpose, because I do have a much better air filter here. This is just, what I want to do is I want to blow. The problem with an air filter is it only cleans up the air that's circulating around it. My problem is I've got dust on the sofa, I've got dust on the molding, I've got dust in the carpet. There's dust everywhere. And I'm not able to get, besides vacuuming and wiping it up with a wet cloth, there's no way to get this dust out of the carpets and off the walls and into a filter system. And so if I run a fan, all the fan does is it blows the air around and makes an incredible mess, and then all the whatever air doesn't get picked up by the air filter, the air cleaner that I have, ends up back down on the ground. So 20-inch box fan, or whatever size fan you have. I bought a cheap filter, and here I'm going to try to get this in the camera now. It's some duct tape. You can use masking tape, but I think duct tape will work better. So let me get everything set up, and then I'm going to show you what you need to do to make this thing work. Okay, I am back. Well, what I want you to notice, you probably already know this, but we can see on here it's got the different sizes. The rating is 4, which is the lowest you can get. If you want to, this thing was $3.97 at Home Depot. A cheap way to make this thing work. And like I said, I'm not trying to make this highly effective, and it's not a HEPA filter. You could go out and spend, to get like a 7 or a 9 rating filter on this size, comes out to about 10, 11 bucks. And it will filter out much smaller particles. But my main goal right now is just to blow the air around, get the air circulating, and then what I want to do, the plan is to get this, make sure you look on this unit here, there's an arrow that says the way the air is going to flow. The air is going to be flowing this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some duct tape, and I'm going to put this filter on the back of the fan. Not a great way to do it, but a cheap way. And it should be able to take the air that's over here. As it sucks the air in, it will be filtered, and then it will blow the air out through the fan. Yes, it's going to cut down on some of the circulation in the fan, the power of the fan, but I don't really care. I just want to blow stuff around and get it sucked through the filter. So no need to watch me tape it. Let me shut this thing off, and I'll come back in a minute to finish this off. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit and see if I can get this on tape. Can I get, okay, yeah, that's close enough. All right, so what I'm going to do, I got this thing lined up fairly well. Just going to put a small piece of tape on the bottom just to position it. And then I'm going to take strips of my duct tape. You could use masking tape, but I'd rather use duct tape. All right, I just want to try to get a nice seal around there, because there is going to be a lot of suction on this thing, and it's going to try to want to blow away. And okay, so I'm not going overboard, just a nice simple, let's see if you can see that on the tape over there. You'll notice it's standing on the legs. I think you can see it standing on the legs. Can you see it standing on the legs? Let's turn this a little bit, like all these other YouTube videos that are all really crappy. And that's kind of like what this is. Okay, so let's zoom in on the top now. And my duct tape is kind of coming apart. Threads on the top are not tearing off. Okay. Nice long piece. Make sure that nothing's going to get caught in the fan blade. Make sure that you don't put your tape on where the switch is so that you can't turn it on and off. And try to make a decent seal. Doesn't have to be incredibly good, but try to make a good seal. So this is about a 5-minute job, about a 20-minute job when you're recording it. With a bad camera and bad lighting. So you just want to make a nice seal between the fan and the cardboard part of the filter. And I'm going to put a couple pieces over here just to hold it against the unit. I probably don't need to, but we're almost done with this amazing video if you're still watching. I don't know if you are. Alright, so it's sealed on top. It's sealed everywhere except on the bottom. Got to seal it on the bottom, so I don't know if you can see this, see what I've done, but I'm going to go shut this off now. I'm going to plug it in and we're going to test it out in a minute. Alright, here we go. This is the end result of the homemade air filter. You can see it's taped all the way around on all sides. I might have to do a little bit more taping. I'm not really sure yet. So what I'm going to do is plug it in. And I don't even know if this thing is on. No, it's on. Okay, so it's working right now. Let's see. You can see there's some suction. The paper is definitely sucking through there. And then you can see with the fan that the fan is blowing the air. This is on low setting, I believe. Okay, so now we're on high. I don't know if you can hear this. You should see there should be more suction on the filter, sucking in the air. So there we go. That is all the air that goes through this filter is going to be, all the air that goes through the fan is going to be filtered first. So it's not going to be sucking in dusty air and blowing out dusty air. And yeah, there's some nice suction there, and it's blowing the air like it's supposed to. Okay, so that's how you, if you have a 20-inch box fan, then you can already see there's already some dust, some dirt that's been stuck on that filter. If you have a 20-inch box fan, then for about, if you have some duct tape or any tape really, masking tape, Scotch tape will do. For $3.97 plus a little bit of tax, you can buy a cheapy filter down at Home Depot, and you can make yourself a half-ass air filter. It's not great, as I said. It's not going to filter everything because I didn't buy an expensive filter, but for $4 it is going to be filtering the air a lot better than it was without having something like this. So that's my project. Hopefully you liked it, and that's